Hello, everyone. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. We have kicked off the year in a big way, and I want for our next guest to share who he is, what he's up to, and I'm excited about this conversation. Hello.
Hello, Sheldon. I'm, of course, Louis Bezich, men's health advocate, contributing writer to phillyvoice.com, and the author of Saving Men from Themselves 20 Proven Tactics with a New Approach to Healthy Living for Men Over 50.
Oh,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I always look forward to our conversations. I'm excited to dive on in. What are we talking about today?
Well, today, Sheldon, we're talking about second chances when it comes to our health and fitness routines. What do I mean by that? Well, you and I, as we record this, we're about a month past what they call Quitter's Day, of course, which is the second Friday in January, which is the day that the experts say that most people who have got a New Year's resolution quit and give up on it. And
Yeah.
so if you're one of those people, my message to you is you're not alone.
Yeah.
Hang in there. Going to give you a second chance, a reason to think that. And so you're not alone. We know that 23% of people with the resolution quit by the first week of January, 43% quit by the end of January, and of course, only 9%, according to Ohio State University, even sustain their New Year's resolution over the course of a year.
9%.
But yeah, it's not good, and a good reason to kind of get down on yourself and like not be too happy about things. But I would offer to you that there's a couple of new studies that suggest that there's hope there, and hope is important to us, right? So
Yeah.
let me, if I can, just run down these two studies. I'll be real quick for you here.
Go
One
for it.
is a study that suggests, published in Lancet, which is a very credible publication, that small lifestyle changes can make what they call a measurable difference. What do they mean by that? Well, they studied 135,000 adults in UK, US, Norway, Sweden, and they put tracking devices on them. Why? Because inactivity is so detrimental to our health. It accounts for 7 to 9% of global mortality. So they wanted to see, well, if we can chip away at that with some increased physical activity, would it make a difference? And the answer is it does. So, a small increase in our physical activity can make a big impact on our health, our longevity, and of course, our risk of death. And that's so important. So, for example, if you walk 5 minutes longer, you reduce your risk of death by 10%. If you, walk 10 minutes longer, you reduce your risk by 15%. And even for those who are not physically too active at all, even a small increase like 2 minutes, extending your walk by 2 minutes can reduce your risk of death by 6%. So the
Wow.
slightest chances. So if you can just get out there,
Yeah.
this I would suggest to our viewers out there
Yeah.
is a reason to to give it that second start and try again,
A
right?
hundred
It's a little bit
percent.
makes a difference.
A little bit makes a difference. My goodness.
Study study number two is a
Yeah.
Canadian study. It was published in the journal Physiology. And this has to really, look, men and women do weightlifting or what we call resistance training, right? And
Yeah.
sometimes we can kind of, you get to the gym or the fitness center to be, kind of intimidated by the guys with the big, heavy weights and stuff like that. But in this Canadian study, they tracked 20 young men, and they found that whether that the heavy weights really are sort of overblown. That if whether you do heavy weightlifting or you lift lighter weights but with more repetitions, it has the same impact. You can build muscle, you can build strength either way,
Oh my
which I
goodness.
know a lot of guys out there like, okay, you mean I can just go with a lighter weight? And the worst, of course, are the guys that, try the heavier weights, they can't do it, and it's not a pretty picture.
It's not a pretty picture.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
a pretty picture. I love
So,
this research because
yeah, so it's good
I,
stuff.
right. And I think that at the beginning of the year, especially because it's such a time where people want change, right? It's just this
Yeah.
annual thing. We want to make a difference in our lives, all good intentions, right? But they tend to jump the gun. They tend to go to the deep end of the pool right away, as opposed to taking these small steps. Whether it's an extra, you said an extra 2 minute, like, I mean, that's
Yes.
crazy.
Yes.
That is so crazy where people think, oh my gosh, the only way that I can reach my goals is if I sign up for the marathon, is if I,
Exactly.
right? If I sign up
Right.
for 5Ks, right?
Right.
You're saying just get up and staying mobile, right?
Yeah.
Getting active
Sure.
will
Walk
make this
around the
big difference.
block for,
Yeah.
walk around the block A, and then B, increase it by 2, 3, 4, 5,
Right.
10 minutes. I mean,
Yeah.
as you increase, you're reducing your risk of death, you're extending your chances of longevity, and just being more healthy.
I love this. I really do. And then also, as it relates to the heavy weights, again, going to the gym for a lot of people is intimidating. uh,
Mhm.
Across the board, right? You decided to sign up. You know that the
Right.
majority of gyms bank on the fact that you sign up and not come, right?
Yes. Yes.
So you decided the first week to go, too intimidating, not going back, keeping that
Mhm.
membership alive, but not walking in the building again. You don't necessarily have to go to the heavy weights. You don't necessarily need to be distracted by all of that intensity. You can find the lighter weights paired with 2 more minutes of cardio, and that's ultimately what you need in order to
Exactly.
move in the right direction.
You're all set. And the other thing that I want to share with you
Yeah,
and
please.
our viewers here is that, check them to see what the Mayo Clinic, one of my go-to sources for good medical advice. And what they tell us is that resistance training, besides building muscle and strength,
Sure.
right, it can reduce the risk of diabetes, lower your blood pressure, and help your cognitive skills, help your brain
Wow.
functions. So,
Wow.
and the other thing that really struck me is that they tell us that, you can keep getting those kind of benefits into your 70s and even your 80s. The resistance training can carry, well into your later years, shall we say. So all the
Absolutely.
more reason to give it another shot if you've sort of fallen off the wagon of your New Year's resolution, some
Sure.
good data and good research that says it's really worth the effort.
Sure. Be gentle with yourself. I know that a lot of you created these boundaries or these goals for yourself, but remember, you created them. So be okay with adjusting them, stepping back, not sitting down, but stepping back from it and saying, okay, what is manageable for me? What can I really do? What am I going to hold on to and be able to scale up from? I think, again, we all have really good intentions. We want to go
Mm,
from not doing anything to running a marathon, but often it's helpful if we give ourselves realistic expectations that we can adhere to little by little, 2 minutes at a time, 10 pounds at a time, 6 pounds at a time to get ourselves closer to our goal, which I think is absolutely wonderful. And I think that there's not only the studies, but you know, just to understand how we feel about ourselves and the conversation we have about ourselves for all of
yes.
you out there that feel as if you've let yourself down in this time, right? Because there's a little bit of that too, right? Like,
Sure.
oh,
Sure.
I had all this momentum. I told all these people I was going to do all of these things. It's okay. It's okay. Just a little forgiveness and a little patience with yourself is wonderful.
Absolutely. And the
Yeah.
key thing here is that final thought is
Yeah.
control your own destiny. You
I
have
love that.
control of your own destiny. Yes, we've got all these external factors that, create hurdles and difficulties, but at the end of the day, you can control your own destiny. Here's some motivations that suggest that just a little bit more effort can get you there. So it's a great return on your investment.
I love that. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking to be able to stay healthy, be consistent. And these are amazing tips backed up by data. We know we love that to help us move in the right direction. Lewis, always a pleasure, always on time, always with the proper information to keep us all active. Where can people find more information about all that you have going on?
On social media, you can find me at Louis Bezich. And of course, my website, louisbezich.com, has all the information you need to get in touch with me and see what's going on in my world of healthy lifestyle.
Oh my gosh, such a pleasure. This one was good. This one was good. A little bit at a time can get us closer to where we want to be. Such a
Absolutely.
pleasure. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining me.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Such a great conversation. I need you to follow, fan, and like my dear friend. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. From all of us here at This Is It TV, I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and we will see you soon. Take care.